Stock-a-doodle-doof to the money grubs from the Stockroach. It is so nice to see your faces again. It's been a pretty long time. This is what I look like now. I've got stronger muscles, got my wings out, staying Stockroach strong. So everything's going great for me. You're probably wondering or noticing that this is the first video I've made in a long time. I actually have not made a video since approximately February, which was a good month for me, but not for you because that's when Stockroach stopped showing up on your YouTube desktop. So the reason that I haven't been around very much for you lately is that back in February something very strange happened to me. And it started out as a cough. But around late February, it actually turned into something much more special than that, which is that I was in the hospital for 8 months with the coronavirus. And people always ask me, like, what's so special about that? You say something special. What's special about the coronavirus is that a lot of people look at it as an illness, whereas the Stockroach and all the money grubs look at it as an opportunity. Excuse me. So what is the coronavirus an opportunity to do? And one of those things is that when you're lying in a hospital bed, you get to think some really big thoughts, which is nothing new for me. Actually, I think big thoughts all the time. You can see here, but when I was in the hospital, I started to think about my biggest thought of all, which is how will the economy recover from the coronavirus? And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, Money Grubs. So I'm just going to pull up a little slide. Sorry about that. I am going to pull up a special thing which is it's a slideshow. A slideshow of the economic recovery from the coronavirus, which has a lot of different names that you could call it by the Stockroach. So the first question to think about when we're thinking about the recovery of the economy of the coronavirus is, what is the economy? A lot of people think of the economy as a collection of basically dollar bills. You've got $100 bills, you've got $500 bills, you've got different types of presidents here and there. But really, when you get down to it, the economy is like a person. The economy is like a human being. It's got hydrogen, it's got nitrogen. There are other things involved, numbers. There's 65% of a human being is sexual, and that's the same as the economy. So if the economy is like a person, then you can go back and forth in the ways that you think about things. So I think the best way to think about the recovery of the economy from coronavirus is actually to think about the way that a human being recovers from coronavirus. So here I made, on a human level, the chart of my recovery from the coronavirus. We have the level of my strength versus the number of the days that I had it. I started out kind of average, not too strong, not too weak, just perfect right in the middle. And then I get coronavirus, and you can see the level of strength dropped uh, in this within one day. It was gone, and that's where I hung out for about 8 months. I was weak. I couldn't stand very often. A lot of simple things were hard to do, like eating, like drinking. I could still type, but I could not draw as well as I used to. This is where I was for a number of days, um, until I was given a new form of medicine, and then, as you can see, my strength began to increase, and it actually continued increasing past the point of average, all the way up into what's considered above average on the top section of the graph. Uh, and then when they released me from the hospital, I was able to maintain a steady level of strength. Now, if we apply this reasoning to the US economy, you can see that instead of a strength of body, it's a strength of dollar signs. The number of dollar signs when we get the coronavirus will drop down to zero. This is something all economists agree on. But what all other economists agree on, furthermore, is that if the economy is given a new form of medicine, whether that be a shot or a pill or a liquid or vice versa, what have you, the strength and number of dollars in the economy will rise until I am released from the hospital. It's not that I'm in the hospital anymore. That's what some people say, and it's not true. I can tell you that right now. When we get released from the hospital, I fully expect that the U.S. economy, um, uh, so if you probably hear a ringing sound right now. That's the sound of my phone ringing. It's because one of my more powerful clients is calling me, and it's not the kind of phone call I can pass up. So that's it for me today. I gotta go stock-a-doodle-doo. What? I'm taking it right now. Jeez.